Hey, welcome back to another video, and today we are talking about the top 4 shotguns in Rainbow Six Siege right now. And I specifically say 4 shotguns because some of them aren't really good. And typically, if the operator has a full auto option, then they're going to likely choose that over the shotguns, but there are 3 operators that people usually run these shotguns on. Now, people for the most part don't really use the shotguns for killing, but they do use it for sight setup, but sometimes if you're in a close range engagement, then you're going to have to use it to kill. But with all that said, let's go ahead and start the video. Coming in at our number 4 spot is the Supernova that you can find on Echo, Amaru, and Habana. Now for those who don't know, back in the day, the Supernova wasn't really that good, but now after a recent buff, it actually is one of the best shotguns in the entire game. The Supernova comes with great destructibility to set up the site, and it's really good at just making holes in general. And the one-shot kill potential on the Supernova is insanely good.
Video would watch it, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
I can't go.
Dude, while the Supernova is an incredible shotgun, there is a few downsides. Number 1, it only has 7 rounds in the magazines, and compared to other shotguns, it does have a very slow pump speed. But when you consistently get one-shots with this gun, it doesn't really matter about the pump speed. But there are better options out there than the Supernova. Coming in at our number 3 spot is the M590 shotgun that you can find on Warden, Smoke, Mute, and Sledge. Now some of you may be a little bit surprised to see it at the number 3 spot because it is the fan favorite shotgun in the community. And I'll get to that later, but for now, it's very similar to the Supernova. The M590 is basically just a Supernova, but better. It does have the same magazine size, but it can make bigger holes, and it can do it faster with its pump speed. And not to mention, you can get consistently more one-shots with the M590. It also helps the case because it's on some of the best operators in the game right now. Warden, Mute, and Smoke. Now, I understand people don't really use the shotgun on Warden, but it's also not a bad option either. It also complements the anchoring style of Smoke and Mute. But the next shotgun we're going to talk about is basically just the better M590. You probably died to the French shotgun so much because it's just simply that good. But you typically don't see it that often anymore because the operators that it's really viable on is Doc and Rook, and they have the MP5s. But funny enough, the operator that I like using it most on is Doc or Lion, because if I just feel like I want to rush into the side, I'll just bring Lion with a shotgun. But I'm going to sound like a broken record here when I say it has good destructibility, so good sight setup, and one-shot potential kill, amazing. However, the most underrated part about this gun is how powerful it is on Doc and Rook. With the fact of them being very good anchors while being a 3 army, which means they can take a lot of shots, and then you pair that with Rook's armor, which gives you additional 20 HP, and Doc's overstem, they are a menace when they have the shotgun in their hands. Because when you are playing close range with these operators, they are basically forced to hit you in the head if they want any chance of killing you, because all you need is one shot. And I'm not gonna lie, it's my personal favorite shotgun in the entire game, and if you're not running it on Doc and Rook, you're kind of missing out right now. Now, for the last shotgun I'm going to talk about, I want you to hear me out first, because I feel like this will be a little bit of a hot take, considering the fact that the operators that you can find the shotgun on. Now, you're probably going to think I'm insanely crazy for saying that the MA70 shotgun is the best one in the entire game, but let me show you why. Number 1, I just easily killed that Capito that you saw on the window there on Villa. Number 2, look at the pump speed. That is the fastest in the entire game when it comes to shotguns, and just like the other shotguns, it makes really good holes. Pair that with the pump speed, I can make rotation head holes very easily. So let's go ahead and make the default cash rotate. I mean, look how fast that was. I didn't even need that last shot, I'm gonna be honest. And what people don't realize is because of the pump speed and it being a shotgun, as long as you hit all your pellets, that's a one-shot on anybody in the entire game. And again, with the pump speed, it's kind of insane. But now, the unfortunate truth about the MA70 is people don't really run it, is because of the operators that it's on. As you can see, I'm playing Thorn, and people usually run the UZK with it. It can also be found on Beta and Jaeger, and the 416 and the MP7 are still popular options in the entire game. But truth be told, it's absolutely the best on Thorn. While playing near her traps, you can just swing the attackers and basically get a free kill because if they stay in your trap, they die. If they leave your trap because their gunner down, you're going to shoot them and they're going to die. But in my opinion, these are the best shotguns in the entire game right now, and I think you should consider running them if you don't already. But if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments because I love having conversations with y'all. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and say that's the end of the video. If you like what I make, I appreciate it if you subscribe. And with all that said, I hope you have a good day or good night, and goodbye.